Hola amigos, ¿cómo estáis? This is Bearsky and my little magical show today is Magic with Bearsky. Okay, I would like to talk to you a little bit about my mushroom experience at San Jose del Pacifico. Overall, it was simply beautiful, yummy, delicious. My heart was singing. Wow. I completely recommend it to you. Okay, the mushrooms, they were very easy to eat. They were very fresh. They were straight from the ground. They were kind of citrusy actually in flavor, especially the stems. And they told me that one dose was about 7 mushrooms. So I ate them with water one after another, and because they were so easy to eat and not like very kind of poisonous like compared to, for example, the mushrooms that I had in Thailand, I had this idea that they're not going to work, that they're not strong enough. And I was worried, should I get more? Should I go and get more before it's too late? And I had this kind of like, mind chatter that was like, it's not going to work, like we need to get more before it's too late. Let's go get more. And at some point, I was kind of just like, shut the fuck up. Let's just wait. So I sat down by the fireplace and just started looking at the fire and enjoying myself. And it was really nice. As a fire sign, as a Sagittarius, with the moon in Aries, Venus in Sagittarius, and Mars in Leo, which are all fire signs, I find it very enjoyable, very soothing, very healing to be by the fire. I never lived in a place that had a fireplace. In Montreal, fireplaces are now illegal, but I was staying in this beautiful, spacious cabin in San Jose del Pacifico, thanks to my friend Angelo and Carmen, who was taking care of me. It was very interesting because Carmen doesn't speak English at all. I don't speak Spanish. Sometimes I think I understand Spanish because I studied French, but maybe I'm deceiving myself. Anyway, despite of all this, we were able to communicate very easily. It was this kind of like heart-to-heart connection that was there. So yes, communication, it has nothing to do with words. So I was sitting there and waiting. After 20 minutes, I can say that I started to feel something going on in my body. And once again, that's when my ego said, well, yeah, like you're just going to get this weird body high that you really don't like, and you're not going to get to see anything. Well, let me tell you, I was wrong. The thing is that those mushrooms that they have, they really take time. Okay, they took their sweet time to come on. I would say that it took more than an hour. More than an hour, which is a pretty long time. I guess I'm used to mushrooms from Thailand, and those mushrooms, they were pretty quick, but the ones here, they really took their time. So all of a sudden, I have this feeling that everything is just glowing. And yes, I understand that I was sitting in front of the fireplace, But the feeling that I had was as if I was sitting inside of the fireplace, okay? And everything was on fire. It's kind of like orangey, golden glow, very beautiful, you know? And then I look at my body and I see that my body is glowing too, and I see kind of like sparkles, you know, like coming off my body. And then I realized, like, wow, here we go. You know, we are here, and my little friends are here. So the first journey, the first experience with this medicine was really intense. It was strong, and I guess because of all of the kind of like hectic emotions and really heavy energy that I was feeling because of my situation, there was a lot of heaviness in my heart. And now I understand that mushrooms were trying to shift it. Plus, my ego was very, very kind of like chattery. It was like blah, 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 blah. You know, it was raining, and it was, you know, the ego is always complaining about something. So my ego, my mind was saying, well, it's raining, it's going to be the same energy of the clouds, it would be so nice for the sun to come out, you know, like it would be a completely different journey if the sun was out. And at some point, like, I just had this feeling that I'm so tired of this mind chatter, of this ego that is always complaining, you know, that always says, I don't want this, I cannot accept what is in front of me. And finally, there was this kind of like energy that was speaking to me, and I could see that it was coming from far away from the sky. It was telling me, accept what is in front of you. Look at how beautiful it is. Enjoy the rain. Look at the, you know, water on the pine needles. Look at the rays that are coming through this water. Can't you see the rainbow? So I really made an effort, you know, to consciously switch off this chatter. I've done a lot of meditation in the past. I've done numerous Vipassana retreats in Japan and in Thailand. So I know how to do it. Unfortunately, I haven't done Vipassana in a while. I'm craving to do another Vipassana. Unfortunately, all of the Vipassana centers in Mexico are closed because of COVID. But I just made up my mind to turn off my mind. And I concentrated on my third eye. And I had a little dot here that I made with my lip crayon. And I just kind of froze, stopped talking, stopped describing to myself, and opened my third eye. And from that point on, I can tell you, it's just started to unravel. And every second was more beautiful than the last. I realized that I am in the Emerald City. And there's a tree next to me that looks exactly like Toto. Remember the dog Toto from The Wizard of Oz? And it was not just the way it looked, it was this energy He had like a little paw. Well, it was like a branch. It was waving at me. It was so cute. So I sit down in a hammock. There was this beautiful, comfortable hammock, and just start swinging and watching. And every time this kind of comes up, I'm like, shut up. But not in a nasty way, but it's just, it's a habit. We're always describing what we see. We're always putting this veil of, verbiage between ourselves and reality. And when I managed to keep quiet inside, the energies that I was seeing, it was like fiber optical. I don't even know how to describe them. Like fiber optics, kind of like a hologram. And it was very fluid and it was shifting. It was made of love, pure love, that it's hard to describe it. You can only feel it. I can tell you that before I started on this journey, I did a clarity breath technique for about 40 minutes. So the energies were flowing through me, and then my heart was very open. And in the background, I had well, on YouTube you can find those like heart chakra music. So it was playing, and I was just feeling that the more I open my heart and the more I breathe through my heart, the more I can see. And as soon as I allow the chatter to take over, the experience became less and less. So it's all about the heart. It's all about this kind of breathing through your heart and feeling into your heart. It was just so delicious, so yummy. I was crying, guys. I was crying tears of joy, of gratitude, and purification. I was just feeling that every cell in my body is getting purified. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling like a baby. All of that heaviness that I was carrying inside of me, if you watched my videos when I'm holding my Canadian passport, you probably know what I'm talking about. There are just so many different issues that I was trying to solve, pushing for things constantly, and very mental, like so many different details. And it felt, the previous 2 weeks or like 1 month, as if I gave my power away to those negative energies and let them dominate my being, my mind. As soon as I would wake up, I would feel this kind of heavy load on my shoulders. And of course, as I was telling you, I was doing my best with all of my practices to be in the light, to be in the positive, to move my body, to manifest, to do all kinds of things. I was not passive. I was really trying to fight for the light, but with little friends that became part of my consciousness. It was just so natural, so beautiful. They were clearing all of the stuff. Of course, as I'm telling you, in every moment I had to make a decision. I had to take control in the sense of, am I going to be breathing through my heart? Am I going to be looking through my third eye? Or am I going to allow this chatter to control this experience, you know? And I'm not saying it was easy, it was like a battle, you know? And at some point, I realized as I was standing there and looking at this magnificent forest, my dream came true. You know, I used to read books by Carlos Castaneda when I was 12 or 11, and here I am in this magical forest in Oaxaca, connecting to the Zapotec energies of the clouds. Because Zapotecs, they said that they came from the clouds. And you know, I can tell you, if you ever come to visit San Jose del Pacifico in Oaxaca, you will understand why. Because the clouds are right there and they're so beautiful. They're very kind of unusual. I mean, in general, clouds, they all have personality, but especially there, I felt like, wow, I feel the spirit of the people who were there before me. It was very touching, very enlightening. I feel very connected now to Mexico. I mean, in general, I came back here because I felt the connection 17 years ago when I came to Puerto Vallarta. And actually, I came on the instructions of mushrooms that I took in Algonquin Park with my best friend Lee, and the rest is history. Anyway, if you have any more questions or if you would like to have more videos about my psychedelic adventures, please subscribe and like, send me good vibes. I'm sending you amazing, loving, healing energy. I feel so blessed. I'm so happy to be here, to have a fresh lime from the lime tree that is growing just outside of my beautiful house. I'm craving to have another experience, and I hope I will come to manifest it very, very soon. It was Today is Magic with Bearsky, Mexico. I love you guys. Stay healthy, be positive, connect to your heart. Now Jupiter is in Pisces. This is the time to embrace mystical experiences, psychedelic experiences, or just connecting to your divine creativity and flowing like a river together with this beautiful universal creation. I love you guys. Bye.